Here's the thing when it comes to USB webcams and USB bandwidth. Most USB webcams that are of a 4K quality are USB 3.0, and you can only have one on any one controller. So if you have two USB webcams, there's a good chance you're going to have issues. Now the trick is to go with a USB 2.0 camera and a USB 3.0 camera, and if you have limited controllers on your computer, like on a laptop or on a motherboard that only has one controller, then you can actually plug both in and run both off the same, let's say a hub plugged into that USB port, or sets of USB ports that are all on the same controller, with a lot less issue, if not no issue. The webcam industry is in a completely different place than it was even just a few years ago. We have companies like OBSbot releasing webcams at pretty relatively affordable prices that are super high quality. We're talking 4K, we're talking gimbals, we're talking really crisp, clear video. And they're doing it in a price range that makes getting a cheap mirrorless camera setup kind of pointless. I used to be a big proponent of cheap mirrorless camera setups, but webcams, like I've said, have come such a long way that I tend to just recommend a good webcam nowadays. The simplicity of use, the fact that it's just USB plug and play and all that make it just almost a no-brainer. But here's the thing, now that USB webcams are so easy to use, it makes you just want to plug in more than one, multiple cameras. In this setup in here right now, there's 1, 2, 3 cameras set up already. Now, if you try to add too many webcams to a USB configuration, you're going to start running into issues, and this is something I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Keyword, USB bandwidth. And what we're using today is the OBSbot Meet 2 and the OBSbot Tiny 2 Lite. I want to show you some stuff with that. This is what I think is amazing about these webcams from OBSbot, because right now I have the Meet 2 and the Tiny 2 Lite side by side, basically automatic settings next to each other, very slight changes in the image settings and all that, but for the most part, as close as you can get. And just looking at the screen right now with both of these cameras arranged, it looks awesome. And one of these cameras right now is $109 and the other one is $143. Now obviously the $143 one has more features like the controllable gimbal and all that, but up to you if you think that's important to you, because if it's not, one of these is $109. Which one do you think is the more expensive webcam based on the image that you're seeing right now? 3, 2, 1, there we are. The Meet 2 is seriously impressive. And the fact that right now I'm running both of these on the same controller on the motherboard goes to show you that, like, these are two 4K webcams, one on USB 2.0, one on USB 3.0. So if you want to expand your configuration, that means per controller you can have a Tiny 2 Lite and you can have a Meet 2. So if you have 3 controllers on your motherboard, you can go around and have 6 cameras, all 4K high quality, and have a really cool configuration without getting into some super complicated HDMI capture card situation like you would with other cameras. And HDMI capture cards are mostly USB 3.0 out there. There are some that are also USB 2.0, like the cheap Amazon ones. But again, now you have expensive mirrorless cameras, you have USB cables, you have capture cards in the configuration, whereas this, plug and play USB. How nice is that? I need to ask you something. Are you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Because if you're not, hit that subscribe button and also follow over on Twitch. Links are right over here. All right, I'm out of here. I don't like it over there. So right now I'm at my friend Brandon's house, aka Has Agent. That's twitch.tv/has_agent. And he uses a Meet 2 as an overhead camera for building Gundam and building Lego. And it makes for an awesome option to have a high quality crisp camera facing down at a desk. And then you also have insane autofocus with this thing to show off the little pieces and all that. It is detailed. It works nicely. Autofocus is awesome. It is a great camera all around for streaming in all sorts of different configurations. So make sure you check that out. When I first gave this camera to Brandon and told him put it in your setup and let me know what you think, this is what he said.
With just a little bit of light on my face, like, that's pretty killer.
Yeah,
I'm a little zoomed in still, but
that's really nice.
Yeah, for $110, like, this is gnarly. I'm so stoked on it. I got a new camera. It's all pretty and nice. And look, you could see things really close up with the autofocus. Like, that's pretty crazy, right? Very nice, right? I'm stoked on it. It's so much better than what we had. It's crisp. And that's like out of the box, just a little bit of saturation.
So if you're using like a USB 3.0 webcam, something like the OBSbot Tiny 2 Lite, and you go, I really like this camera and I want to put more of these cameras in my setup, and you get another Tiny 2 Lite, if you're only restricted to one controller on your motherboard or one controller on your laptop, you're going to have problems. And the Meet 2 solves that because it is 2.0. You can operate both on the same controller and it's awesome. What happens is that USB 3.0 operates on different lanes than USB 2.0. And I'm just using lanes as an analogy here. Think like freeway lanes. USB 3.0 are the fast lanes, USB 2.0 are the slower lanes, but they're still on the same pipe. So they won't interfere with each other. You're not going to take bandwidth from one or the other if one's 3.0 and if one is 2.0. And this is where the OBSbot Meet 2 is special. It is a 4K webcam with a really good sensor, really good look. It's very crisp, very clean, very good and affordable. Coming in at an MSRP of $129. There might be sales on that. I'll have links down below for all that. But what makes that special to me is the fact that it's USB 2.0. That means that it is a 4K webcam running USB 2.0, which is totally different than all the other webcams that are of any higher cost and quality on the market, including OBSbot's own Tiny 2 Lite. I've got a much more in-depth video about USB bandwidth, mapping your USB controllers, and how to balance all that out, linked down below and in the description, so make sure you go check that out. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss a single upload. Also, I stream to Twitch every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/CoalitionChris, so make sure you stop by, drop a follow, and let's talk tech. Cheez-It Wendy's Baconator taste test. I like them better than regular Cheez-Its, for sure.
They don't really taste any different to me. They're just a little bit saltier.
I like them better than regular Cheez-Its.
Yeah, well, because they're saltier.